My name is Ali Spray. I go with Ali, but my full name is Alejandra Spray. I'm the CEO president of an association called Hispanic Contractors of Colorado. We always have this notion that construction is a male-dominated industry. What we see in the labor, in the general managers, every level. But as years have gone by, more women interested in the STEM fields, more women proven that they have the skills, the knowledge, and the passion for construction, we're changing that narrative. It's no longer a male-dominated industry, it's a male-populated. There are women taking more leadership roles as owners, entrepreneurs, as architects, engineers, designers, construction managers. I was the only woman in my classroom. There were 23 male classmates, so in my graduation picture, I'm the only woman in a picture of 23 guys. People think it's my quinceañera or my wedding picture, and I say, no, that's my graduation picture. My teachers didn't treat me differently. They treat me as one of the guys. And that's one of my prides, to see that picture for both my kids, to see if you have your passion, if you have a goal, you just have to fight for it. Then moving to the United States as a Latina, as a woman of color, moving into an industry that, again, we were thinking is only for men, white men, and trying to make my career advancement, and proving that I have the skills, the knowledge, that I went to school and have a degree. And when I moved here, my degree didn't transfer, so it was the language barrier, it was the cultural barrier, but I know that I wanted to be part of this industry. It was just finding my place where I felt comfortable to keep thriving and growing. It has always been a challenge, sometimes being the only woman in the room, being that voice. And we hear about the stereotype that you come too passionate. I've been labeled as outspoken, too loud, too Latina. But it's about that I'm the same. I'm this person, and when we see it with the male counterparts, we always feel like it's not the same standard. Male are advanced because they have the potential. They see the potential in them, but women are promoted based on performance. They have to perform a special project, make sure they give these results. There have been some sacrifices being in this point in my career. We say leadership has some sacrifices. I have the honor of being a mother of 2 teenagers. I was not the typical mom to be in their PTA meetings, volunteering. I was the mom that you tell me what you need, I'll bring it to you. I'll buy it from the store. But I was always honest with my kids at their level of understanding. The mom was not gonna be always picking them up or being in the function at the school. But if they needed their mom for an emergency, mom will be there. And I explained to them how important was my career. To be honest, I don't think I regret anything. I know that this is what I wanted. My kids now of 16 and 19, they know the value, they understand their place in my life, and they see women can make it. People feel women are really hard on each other in this industry, and it is. The reasoning is sometimes companies don't give the same opportunities. We see there's an opening position, and all women, we're gonna fight for it. And also ageism is a factor. Women, as they get seasoned, they don't have the same opportunities as men in a different age. So sometimes we're mean to each other because we're fighting for that opportunity to be seen, to be taken in consideration. And sometimes for my colleagues, when they're younger, it's like, oh, you're too young to be this project manager. Oh, I didn't know you will be in this meeting. If a man comes to the room and say, I have 20 years, they take it like, oh, yes, you do. A woman still always have to say, I've been in projects, I have run my business, I'm doing this. Even women trying to get loans for their businesses, it's hard. Because again, they feel like, do you know the industry? Do you know the business? So it's still worth fighting, but we're not giving up that fight. Sometimes it's not just the pay, it's the title that we deserve it. And nothing gets me more a little passionate when people ask me why you need the title. And I say, because I'm tired to carry my resume to every room I walk into. The association has been around for 34 years, and they always have executive directors. So when they asked me for the opportunity to be in this role, I asked, yes, but I want to change the title to CEO and president. And that took them a little back, like, why? I say, because you deserve this title, and I deserve the title to go with it. And if you look in the industry and construction, most of these organizations, they have men, they get the CEO president title. So take it, think about it, and let me know. And a couple days later, they call me and say, yes, you can get the title. To advocate for myself and not be afraid to ask for what I wanted. It was a little moment of, oh, okay, they say yes. Wow, now what I do with it? But also a pride moment of, as a Latina, I negotiate what I wanted. For me, I want to see more women of color advancing and opening business and being successful. As in any industry, there's competitiveness, there's sometimes jealousy, but we identify the women, they're elevating each other and they're supporting because we know that we're not gonna be here forever. We have to support our younger generation and we have to make sure our voices are being represented in more rooms to open more space. So hopefully more women will see, I'm not competing, I'm just trying to also make my path as well. What I wanna see is the data. Is the numbers. How many women have stayed in this industry? How many women are being promoted, and not just in the field labor, but how many have been promoted to upper management, vice president, C-suite levels? Those are the numbers that I still want to see because that's really telling me you are investing and you really believe in the power of women. Being recognized with accolades by the Women's Chamber, by the LGBTQ Chamber, by my industry, it really fills me with joy because I came here 25 years ago with a suitcase and a lot of dreams, and I just wanted an opportunity to work. Being an interview here today in PBS, I was watching PBS when I was transitioning from coming to Mexico, from Mexico to the United States, watching all the kids shows, Sesame Street, Arthur, Curious George, just to get familiar with the English. And now being here and a seat here in PBS, a really well-respected station, is one success that I can just pat myself and say, I made it. So what I'm gonna do with this now, how I'm gonna elevate other women to say, you can make it too. I serve on the board of a STEM organization, STEM Blazers, and we inspire young women interested in STEM careers. And what we've seen is the representation. For them to see, for them to hear our stories, for somebody to hear an immigrant that was afraid to leave my apartment because I was afraid of getting lost. Sometimes I had to draw a little map in my hand, watching TV to learn the English. It's about the determination. It's about knowing that sometimes you will fail. It's about sometimes you will not always find the allies. But have the faith. There are people cheering for you. And then if you look around in this industry, you will find a female or woman that will say, I'm here. This sisterhood is here. We will help you, will protect you, will guide you, and will sometimes correct you too if you're trying to go in a different path that you're bringing us back to. So it's for those people or women that are looking, we all feel lost at one point. We sometimes question our skills. But don't let it last too long. Look at yourself in the mirror, make your power pose, call a friend, reach out to me, and if you need a pep talk, I will give it to you that you're capable, you're strong, you're smart. The only thing you need is the desire to keep fighting. It's not women versus men. It's about how we bring different skills, different perspectives, and we make a team stronger. We see construction is diverse. Diversity is in everything. We all have our backgrounds. We all have our ways of thinking. So it's not only the color of your skin, but we have to ensure that people feel included and they feel like they belong in there. So I work with, our membership is around 200, comprised by females, women starting their business in construction. The people feel, is your husband, is your father's business? Women have started their business on their own. They have that degree and they started. So for me, it's talking to companies and say, it's not about the right thing to do, it's the smart thing to do. If you're talking about reaching out to local clients, why you don't reach out to local suppliers, to local contracting companies? And even my members' companies, they say, I don't want the job because I'm checking the box for you. I want the job because I'm qualified and capable of doing this work. So working to help people understand that diversity is part of our fabric. We are a great, and I don't call it the melting pot, it's the salad bowl. We all have a spice, we all have a flavor that we bring and enrich our community. It's how we include everybody in whatever capacity, how we make them feel welcome. We all want to provide for a family, we all want to create generational wealth, we all want opportunities, and we all want to be recognized for what our talents and our skills.